Well, good evening, ladies. I'm so glad that you were able to join us tonight. My name is Noelle Geiger, and I am a star consultant at Berry Nails. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much to Donna for opening up her home. Come up here for a minute. Isn't she wonderful? She has just done such a great job of reaching out to all of you, getting the word out about her party and how excited she is about Jamberry. How many of you got a follow-up phone call? Got a postcard in the mail? She's just like superstar host. Thank you so much. You know, in direct sales, we look for three kinds of people. We look for customers who we can take care of and service and just love on. And we look for hostesses like Donna who will open up their homes to us and introduce us to their friends and family. And then the third thing that we look for are people who are looking for more in their life. And that would be somebody who maybe you want more time with your family. You need a little bit of extra money to go on vacation. Just something more. Maybe you just need some girl time or some adult conversation. Anybody hear me? Yeah. I got a lot of kids at home. Need some grown-up girl time. So those are the kinds of people that we look for. And hostesses like you are the heart of our business. And one of the things that I do for my hostesses is if they have $150 in sales before I come to the party, then I give them an extra special gift. And Donna, you did that. Thank you. So I would like for you to pick two presents. Manager set and a puppy block. All right, y'all give her a hand. Thank you all. All right.
Thank you for coming.
So exciting. Okay, well, how many of you like to have cute nails? Me. How many of you like to go to the salon and pay a lot of money to have cute nails? Okay, well, how many of you like to go to the salon? If somebody else will pay. Okay, me too. I don't think any of us really like to pay it. How many of you like to do your nails at home? Find it relaxing, maybe? You like the smell of nail polish?
No.
No, you don't like the smell of nail polish remover? I can pass it around right now.
Or the dry time.
Or the dry time, there you go. Okay, so that brings me to my little sleep here. How many of you have ever painted your nails before bed? Plenty of time before bed. 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. It has been plenty of time before bed. Go lay down. You wake up in the morning, what do your nails look like?
Sheet marks.
Sheet marks, okay. So I carry this little sleep mask with me to my Jamberry parties because you can do your Jamberry before bed and you're going to wake up with your nails looking just as good as they did whenever you went to bed. So does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
All right. So how many of you have currently wear Jamberry or you are familiar with it? All right, good person. How many of you have never seen Jamberry before? It's your first time. All right, so we're going to split about half and half. Good deal. All right, well, let me just tell you just a little bit about Jamberry. In 2011, or the last part of 2010, three sisters in Utah went for a girls' night out. And they got a sitter for the kids. They went to the salon, got their pedicures, got the bill, and went, oh my gosh, there's got to be a better way to do this. They enjoyed the time together. They enjoyed having cute nails, paying that bill, or paying for a sitter to go out and do it. And so they started brainstorming. Several of them had business background, and their husbands had business background. And they created this product and went to market with it. It was an instant success. They started doing little small expos in their town, and were coming to them saying, hey, is there any way that we can help with this? Our friends like it, and have you ever considered a direct sales model, home party plan? And they said, no, we've never even been to a home party. What is that? And so as they investigated the direct sales model, they really became convinced that it's a great way also to enrich the lives of women purchasing the product and selling the product. So fast forward to July of 2011, they opened it up to consultants. They got their first consultants. And by the end of the year, they had about 1,000 consultants nationwide, and that has just skyrocketed since. Now we're at about 4,000 consultants nationwide. In fact, in March, the consultant growth was 70%. So that's a tremendous amount of growth for any company. And it was all because the product is so incredible, and the company and the people are just so incredible. So I'm going to start out just by showing you how it works. And feel free to ask any questions and stop me if you don't understand anything. The blow dryer can get a little bit noisy. How many of you use the blow dryer to do your nails already? All right, one Jamberry lady, two Jamberry ladies. The secret is in the heat. So with Jamberry, people always want to know how it works, and it's the combination of heat and pressure that makes a watertight seal. And then the second thing that people always want to know, well, is how if it lasts so long, how do I get it? So I'm going to start by showing you how to take it off. To take it off, you want to heat it up for 10 to 15 seconds with your blow dryer, or you can also use a pure acetone for about 30 seconds. Just kind of depends on what you have available and what you want to do. If you want it completely non-toxic, then use the heat to remove it. So we're going to heat it up for 10 to 15 seconds and then peel slowly. But you probably won't be able to hear me when I have the blow dryer on. Now, if it's too hot, you can always go off and on so you're not burning your finger. I know my daughter feels like her fingers are going to melt every time I take her nail off, her January off. And then you just use your nail or an orange stick or something like that to break the seal. Then you haven't warmed it up enough. There's my cheek. I just put on acrylics last week because it's the first time I've put them on and taken them off with acrylics. So I'm not quite used to using my fingers with the acrylic nails yet. All right, I'm going to heat it up a little bit more. Heating it thoroughly is very important because the adhesive is very strong, and if you just get in a hurry and get too excited about taking it off, like I did the first time, I was so excited to put on the new design that I kind of just pulled them off. And you can damage your nail if you're not very careful about heating them thoroughly or using the acetone. So that's very important to remember. It just sticks very well to acrylic nails. It's a little bit easier to get off of natural nails. But you can see it just comes right off. If it leaves a little bit of adhesive residue, you can use nail polish remover or acetone to remove that, and you're good to go, either with your natural nails bare, or if you wanted to apply polish, or for your next set of Janeberries. All right, so before I show you how they go back on, anybody want to win a prize? Okay, well, let's play a game. In your seat, you had a menu and a piece of yellow paper. And ladies, if y'all wouldn't mind just passing out the pens that are here in this bucket, we're going to play a little game.
Well, thank you. Anyone? Thank you.
If you didn't have one in your chair, extra right here, y'all can pass it around. All right, so this game is called Who's the Most Girly Girl? Anybody think that they're the most girly girl? Yeah, we got some competition here. Might need to take some earrings off and throw down here in a minute. Okay. Well, on the back of, on the yellow side of your paper, I just want you to make one mark for every yes answer that you have. And then at the end, we're going to count them up. We're going to see who's the most girly girl. Okay? So, if you agree with this question, does your makeup bag look more like a suitcase? Give yourself a point. Do you never leave the house without makeup? Give yourself a point. Or without your hair done? Give yourself a point. Or if you don't leave the house without your hair done. Is your favorite color pink? Do you cry at the end of Disney animated movies? Guilty. Do you have more hair and body products than you could possibly ever use? Yes, totally guilty. Do you own more than 10 bottles of nail polish? Give yourself a point. Give yourself an extra point if you change the color of your nails every week. Do you wear a skirt or dress at times other than would normally be expected, like to church or a wedding? Give yourself a point. Do you always look in the mirror before you leave the house? Give yourself a point. Do you wear high heels a lot and think that looks are way more important than comfort? Give yourself a point. Okay, here's one for you. Do you hate yard work? Give yourself a point. Hate yard work. Do you hate getting dirty? Give yourself a point. I know you don't. Boot camp girl. You don't like to sweat. Do you subscribe to 3 or more fashion magazines? Give yourself a point. Okay, we won't look. Do you dance around the house when no one else is home? Give yourself a point. Do you love glitter? Do you love lace? Do you love ruffles? And give yourself 2 extra points if you love bling. Or whatever totally and oh my gosh, parts of your everyday vocabulary. Do you love to get manicures and pedicures? Give yourself a point. If your favorite pastime is hanging out with the girls, give yourself a point. Or shopping, give yourself a point. And here's the last one, it's 2 parts. Do you own lots of purses and you have a spare lip gloss or lipstick in all of them? Give yourself a point.
We had 2 points in.
No, it's a 1-part question. A 2-part question, 1 point.
Gotcha.
All right, so count them all up. And raise your hand if you have more than 5 points. Keep it up if you have more than 10, more than 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, we've got some girly girls in here. 17, 18, 19, it's getting close, 20, 21. Oh, we have our most girly girl. Congratulations, pick a prize. Now, girly girls love Jamberry because there are so many different styles to choose from. You're welcome. They are so much fun. There's something to match just about everything. There's 264 different designs right now. So the hardest part really is choosing what you want to wear and finding out if you have enough clothes to last long enough to match your meals. All right, so did anybody have less than 10? Raise your hand. Less than 9? Less than 8? All right, how many do you have, Donna? 5. 5, okay. Well, you know what? Girls who are not girly girls love Jamberry too, so pick a prize.
You could almost won that. Take it as a compliment.
All right, so our practical ladies, they love Jamberry because they last so long. 2 weeks on fingers, 4 to 6 weeks on toes. They're very affordable. 1 sheet of Jamberry will do 2 to 4 manicures or pedicures. And we also have a special buy 3 get 1 free. So our girly girls love the selection and the colors and all that, and our practical girls love how long they last and how little they have to worry about their nails. Because you can look cute in little or no time for very inexpensive, be out the door, ready to roll. How many of you feel better about yourself whenever your nails are done? I had no idea what a difference having my nails done would make to my self-esteem and self-confidence. I have 5 children, and whenever I quit work to stay home with my second child, I quit going to the salon every week and having my nails done. And I did not realize that I had taken to keeping my hands in my pockets or behind me or holding them like this whenever I talk to people. And whenever I found Jamberry in February and signed up in March, I realized that having cute nails has really increased my confidence. And I've heard that time and time again from my other team members. So if you're looking for a little something more in your life, something to boost your self-esteem, you might consider some cute nails. Let me show you how they work. Oh, where's my sample? Hope if I had that out. All right, so Jamberry nails come in a sheet like this, with 18 different shields in 10 different sizes. The big toe ones are 2 different sizes. And like I said, each sheet will do 2 to 4 manicures or pedicures. So the instructions are on the back of every set of shields. They're also in the catalog, they're also on my website, and there also is an instruction video on the website. So if you are not an auditory learner and you're not going to take all of this in and memorize it and you need to see it again, you can always go to my website and take a look at that video. It's about 4 minutes, or if you're purchasing them as a gift for somebody, you can include a link to the video so they know how to use them. But the first step is to clean your nails with nail polish remover or alcohol, and then cut and file the nails to the desired length and shape, and then buff the top of the nail and push back the cuticle. So I'm going to do those first 3 steps. And the preparation of the nail is very important. What the combination of these 3 steps is going to do is going to remove all of the surface oil from the nail and give the top of the nail a little bit of texture so the shield has something even more to grip onto. Now, if you're applying Jamberry over, what is it called, shellac nails or gel nails, something like that that you don't want to buff, you could use a light spritz of hairspray after you prepare the nail, and that'll give it a little bit more. You might not get the full 2 weeks out of them, but it still will last way longer than polish. So I'm going to start out with the nail polish remover that we all thought smelled so good, right? If you never use polish, you can absolutely skip the nail polish remover and just use an alcohol. So I'm going to remove that residue or nail polish and the surface oil. And in my case, my nail is already in the shape that I want it to be, but you could use your nail file or clippers to shape it the way that you want it. And then use a buffing block. This is just a light texture. You don't need to go crazy with your buffing block, just a little bit of light buffing, paying special attention to the cuticle bed. That's where your nail is most likely to be oily. And then once you've done that, you want to follow again with your nail polish remover or alcohol to remove the residue from that and let it dry. The nice thing about alcohol is and nail polish remover is that they dry really quickly. And then these are our samples. Well, I have 8 different styles that we'll be sampling tonight. Normally what you would do is match your nail size to the shield to find the correct size. And so that's what I'm going to do here. You just go along and see which one you think is going to be the right size. If you're between sizes, can't decide which one to use, it's better to choose one that is narrow rather than one that is too wide, because you want to make sure that you're not going to get any oil on the adhesive side of the shield. That will interfere with the adhesion process, and you won't get as long a wear out of them. So once you've decided on the size that you need, you want to trim it to an approximate length. You don't have to be super precise because your nail file is going to do the hard work for you. And then I use a pair of tweezers to remove the shield from the backing, and that does 2 things. It keeps me from getting any oil on the back of the shield, and it also keeps me from burning my fingers with the blow dryer because I'm kind of a wuss. So we're going to heat that for 10 to 15 seconds on high. The hotter you get the shield, the better off your adhesive is going to be, so make sure you give it plenty of heat at this step. Heating the Jamberry nail shield does 2 things. It activates the adhesive, and it also makes the shield pliable, so that whenever you go to apply it to your nails, especially acrylics, it is able to be stretched or pulled if you need to. So I'm just going to apply it to the back of the nail there, and because I do have acrylics, it does need to be stretched. I'm going to hold it with the back, and I'm going to pull it. You can see it's not going to break or tear. It's really sturdy. Now, if you get it in the wrong place and you need to reposition it, you have time to do that as long as it's still warm. And if it gets too cold, you can heat it up and remove it and do it again. Again, just making sure that you avoid touching the back of the adhesive so you don't get any oil on it. So that's what it looks like whenever you get the shield applied. And you can tell I've got the excess there. So you can either trim the excess off with a pair of nail clippers, or a pair of nail scissors. Again, not having to be super precise because our file is going to do the work. So you want a really heavy-duty grip. I think that this is 180 grit. And you're just going to file straight down on the end of the nail. And that's going to fold the shield over the end of the nail and then break it off at the exact length of your nail, kind of halfway through, so you can see how that is working. This is my favorite part. I call it like magic because this is where you really can start to see how cute it's going to look. Let me get back here and let everybody see how it's breaking through there. That's what you want to see, where it's folded over and breaking through. Now, if your nail is over the end of your fingertip, this is really quick work. Just a few firm strokes, and that extra just comes straight off, just like that. On cue, how fabulous! If you have short nails that do not go out beyond the end of your finger, the best way to trim them is to use a pair of cuticle scissors and trim them as close to the end of the nail as you can, and then use your file in a gentle sideways motion to seal the nail shield to the end of the nail. One of the things that I really like about Janeberry is it's going to help your nails stay together and strong. My nails are very brittle and they tend to crack and peel, and I pick at them, and so if I'm not wearing polish or acrylics or Janeberry on them, then I see all of those flaws and I pick at it. Whenever I have Janeberry on, I don't see if I've got a peel or a crack, and it doesn't bother me. So it has helped me to grow my nails out longer. Again, I said I put on acrylics last week, but I really did like them on my natural nails better than I did on the acrylics. That's my personal preference, though. Does anybody have any questions about the application process? Who wants to try? Everybody. All right, well, come on up. You were quick to put your hand up first, so come on up here, and we'll go through one time and see if anybody has any questions, and then I'll let everybody. I've got 2 stations set up so that there's room for everybody. All right, so what is your biggest concern about your nails?
Damage that has done some.
Have you had acrylics and...
I actually had the gel nails done for a cruise I went on in April, and when I tried to get them off of here, it just killed my nails. I mean, it made them so, because I had to soak them in acetone forever to get them off. I mean, I did the whole little wrapping them in the foil and sitting for 30 minutes, and then I still had to pick and pick and pick, and my nails have just had a really hard time recovering.
Okay. How long has it been since you had them off?
2 months.
2 months, okay. So are you seeing the growth, the new growth is in good shape and the damage is growing off, or are you still seeing damage now?
A lot of them broke. I mean, my nails were really about as long as your acrylic, and I lost most of them. My natural nails broke off, so now they're trying to come back. The edges are still brittle.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a shot. I've got this sample card, and I've also got one in black and white. Let's do flowers. All right. So let's see which one is going to be the best. I think it's probably going to be your ring finger there. So I'm going to give you a nail polish remover pad. And let you take the polish off of that nail. And while she's doing that, does anybody else have any concerns with their nails or challenges? Complaints?
Yes, mine are really weak. They grow, and they'll grow in decent length, and then they start breaking, but they're just like 2% and just fold them down.
Do you find that they break at the stress point, like where they fold over? That's what I find with mine too, and then a lot of times that's in the quick, and then it's
And then you
painful.
have to cut them off really, really big.
Sure, yes.
If you didn't bend it back further than the quick.
Yes, and then if you're OCD, you have to cut them all off the same length.
Yeah.
That drives you nuts. Not that I am, and not that it's a bad thing if you are.
You did that last week.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get an approximate length to this. You have beautiful fingers, long nail bed. Oh my goodness. You play piano?
No.
Bucket list, all right. What else is on your bucket list?
Let's see, travel, raise these kids.
Yeah, how many kids do you have? 4 kids. Oh, that's five. Very cool. All right, so we're gonna heat it up for 10 to 15 seconds. Whenever I do a full set of nails on myself, I kind of sit next to the wall and I lean the blow dryer up against the wall and just leave it on. So I'm not picking it up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. That saves a lot of time. I'm into saving time. I don't get a whole lot of time to myself, so I want to do it as quickly as I can.
Is that a metal, tweezer, or is it plastic?
It is.
Or
It's metal.
metal, does it get hot, does it hold the heat?
It doesn't get terribly hot. All right, so I'm just going to apply that on there and then let you press it down. You see how I'm avoiding the cuticle. And then I'm just going to give it a little stretch. And then let you push it down really well. Push it all the way around. It is the combination of heat and pressure that makes that watertight seal. And actually the instructions recommend that you heat it again, which I forgot to show you, so I'm going to do that now. Since we're on video. You can share the blow dryer. Heat it a second time. And to give it another firm pressure. All the way around. Careful attention to the cuticle area. That's where you're most likely to have any kinds of issues from not getting it applied correctly. All right, I'm going to let you do the magic. Are you left-handed or right-handed? Okay, good. All right, so you're just it first a little bit? Or? Yes, we can do that. I usually don't, because I'm usually in a big hurry.
Yeah.
But it does work a little bit better if you trim off the excess first. I'm just going to go straight down.
My favorite part.
I know, me too.
I did mine when I got home today, and I was like,
You don't want to pull on the corners. You want to just keep filing until it comes loose. And if you, again, if you're working on nails that are a lot closer to the cuticle bed, you want to just use your cuticle scissors to trim that off. You don't want to pull. Confetti! It's now officially a party. Now, what do you think? I like it. Is this the first time you've applied Jamberry?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it another. Give it another hug. All right. You're very welcome. Thank you for being our dentist. Okay. So I am going to choose one person now who would like to be our pretend hostess. Who wants to be a pretend? Who wants to go on a pretend shopping spree? All right, Barbara, come on up and you be our pretend hostess. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you at a Jamberry party, people love Jamberry and they like to take it home with them, like to order it for gifts and for just to have on hand. And whenever your friends come to your house and have a party and get to hang out and have some snacks and chill, maybe have a glass of wine, then you get free things. Do you like free things? Like shopping free? Okay. Well, I'm going to show you what my most recent hostess got with her Jamberry shopping spree. She got a free set of shields for having a party. And she got another free set of shields because her sales went over 160. And when they went over 150, she got a half-price set of shields. And then people kept buying because they loved it so much. And she got enough credit for 2 more sets of shields and another half-price item. And I see I lost count now. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she had another half-price item. So she got 7 sheets of Jamberry, which normally are $15 a piece. She got 7 of them for $22.50.
Wow.
So do you think that sounds like a pretty good shopping spree?
Yes, I do.
All right. Would you like to have a shopping spree like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Choose from, that's wonderful.
All right. So after the show, we'll get your party book. Great. All right. But I'm going to take it back right now. All right. Go ahead and have a seat. Give Barbara a hand. She was excellent. All right. How many of you are going to come to her party? All right. Good deal. Now, the other thing that I always like to talk about is our opportunity. With Jamberry, you can either work part-time or full-time. You can do it as a hobby, you can do it as a business, and you set your own hours. So if your hostess, Donna, were to sign up as a Jamberry consultant this evening, how many of you would have a party for her? Yeah, she's looking to call in favors. All right. So just something to keep in mind if you are looking for more in your life and you need more income, more time, more adult conversation, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about the Jamberry opportunity. So that concludes my presentation. The rest of the time we're just going to party. We're going to try on nails. You've got your menu card. If you wondered what the crayons are, those are so you can circle on your menu card which ones you want. And then I'll be set up at a checkout station. You can bring me your card. I'll write up your order, and we'll get Jamberry in the mail on the way to you. Thanks so much.